I don't know. I really don't know. All I do know is that time stops when you're just in it, if that makes any sense. Time stops when you stop thinking about time. Time stops when you are just in the moment, being present, and not caring about the future. Because you can spend your whole entire life, right? You can spend your whole entire life worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, or what's going to happen in a few hours, or whatever it is. You can spend your whole life doing that, and you spend your whole life living for the future. I would rather live my whole entire life for the moment by moment basis. And of course, you would need to do that responsibly. By responsibly, I mean you can't just not think about the future. You have to make time for things, which is funny because this video is about time. Whether it's fleeting or whether it's incoming, time is always there. How to stop time. You need to be in the moment. And I could be totally wrong about this. I could just be some fool spouting nonsense like I usually am. But I think in this case, I might be right. Being present, being in the moment might just be the key to stopping time. And by stopping time, I don't mean like you snap a finger, everything stands still. I mean stopping time as in you stop thinking about time and time stops mattering to you because you're living for you, for the moment, for the present. Being present, I guess. I always try to remind myself to be present because it's so important to do that. And of course you're always going to be running out of time. We all are. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a human being, you're a human being, we're all just human beings in this life running out of time. But that's why every piece of time is precious, man. Because you're constantly running out. And, you know, one of these days, depending on what your religious thing is or whatever, but let's just be very base level here. One of these days, you will die. Memento mori. One of these days, you will die. So doesn't that give you one of the best excuses ever to live for the moment? To stop time from being in control of you? I'd say so. I would definitely say so. What was I saying? Time. Nothing screws you harder than time. It's one of my favorite quotes from Game of Thrones. Davos Seaworth says it to Gendry, I think. And there's not too many things I like about the last season of Game of Thrones, but that was something that stood out to me. He says the F word instead, but I'm not going to say it. Nothing screws you harder than time. And it's the truth. So, I mean, there's not really a point of being afraid of time. It's there. It's constant. There's no escaping it. So why worry about it? I mean, honestly, why even go through the effort of worrying about how much time you have left, how much time you're going to have, or anything of that sort? There's no point. And I'll be honest with you, I used to have extreme anxiety about this type of stuff, like derealization type of stuff like that, man. But then I got to the age, well, I was 24 years old, so very recently I got to the age where I just sat down one day and was like, I'm going to die. But not in a scared way, but in a determined, I'm going to die. Dead. In the ground, rotting one day. Why am I worried? And then, just like that, and this is just my personal experience, and just like that, my anxiety, for the most part, went away. It just took the realization that memento mori, remember you will die. So I stopped being afraid of death. I'm more determined about death now. There's a certainty that gives a certain type of security. The certainty of death gives you security because you know it is certain. Did I just make a quote? I don't know. But I felt empowered by that. You know what I mean? I felt very empowered by that. That I will die one day, and time should not matter to me as much as it should, as much as it was. Excuse me. So how do you stop time? You stop time by remembering you will die. You stop time by being in the present, being in the moment. And you stop time by living for every single moment you are awake. Don't disregard the future. Obviously make plans, but be in the moment. And another thing I'll mention, do not live in the past. If you've done some messed up stuff, hey man, we've all done some messed up stuff. You cannot live in the past. The past doesn't serve you anymore. It's gone. Do not live in the past. Learn from the past. Learn from your mistakes. Because if you dwell on the past all the time, you're not going to be living in the moment. To live in the moment, you must not weigh heavy on the future or the past. By weigh heavy, I mean, of course you're going to think about it a little bit, but don't make it your main focus. Do not sacrifice the present for the future. Do not sacrifice the present for the past. Be. Just be. How do you stop time? Rewatch the video. I explained it in there somewhere. Peace, love, all that stuff. Goodbye, my friend.